Hello, welcome back. I'm Jay Abhishek De Silva, an undergraduate of the JAM Institute for Advanced Technology. Welcome back with the question series of Database Management System 1, and today I'm here with the question set number 20. And in this question set also we're going to discuss the same question scenario that we had in the question set number 16, and in the question set number 20 we have to find the number of students who participated in the first term science subject as the first question, and as a second question they're asking what is the minimum score obtained by the first term students, and as a third question find the number of students who participated in the second term mathematics subject, and as the fourth question which subject got the lowest marks in the first term, and as the last question find the number of students who got the lowest mark in all the subjects in the first term. So then let's move to SQL software. So then let's move to the query tab of SQL software, and in the first question we have to find the number of students who have participated in the first term science subject. So then here we have to tap a select query here, so then use a select keyword here, and we use the special keyword called count here to obtain the number of students. So then inside the brackets we're going to calculate the number of students or the count of students from the student index number column. So then inside the graveyard set mark number column, and then we're gonna select this from the exam marks db dot the table is student exam mark record table, and then you are using an inner join here as we need to obtain the relevant term. Inner join the exam term table in the exam marks db. So exam term table, we use the on keyword here to specify to which column of the student exam mark record table is linked with the exam term table. So student exam mark record table dot, here we obtain exam term id equals to exam term table term id. We again use an inner join here as we have to obtain the subject. We have to obtain the relevant subject called a science. So then let's again type inner join keyword, and then the subject table we use the on keyword here to specify the which column of the student exam mark record table is linked with the subject table. So student exam mark record tables subject id equals to subject tables subject id. And then now we can use the where clause here as we have to find the number of students who participated in the first term. So then you get the term name equals to first term. We use and here as we have to check two conditions, and then the subject name equals to science, and then at last the semicolon. So then let's execute this query. Here we can see we have got the result as 8 students. So then we have obtained the result of this query as 8. It means the number of students who participated in the first term science subject is 8. So then let's move to the second question. They are asking what is the minimum score obtained by the first term students. So here we have to find the minimum score obtained by the first term of all the students. So then let's again type the select query, and we here use the special keyword called min as we have to find the minimum score. So we're gonna find the minimum score from the marks column student exam mark record table. We use an inner join here as we have to check the minimum score obtained by the first term by the students. So then we're gonna link the exam term table. We use the on keyword here, and then exam term id equals to exam term tables term id. Here we use the where clause when we specify the column here, as we have to find the minimum score obtained by the student in the first term. So we use the condition of term name equals inside the quotation marks first term, and then the semicolon, and then let's execute this query too. Here we have obtained the minimum mark as 10.5. So then let's move to the third question. There we have to find the number of students who participated in the second term mathematics subject. So here we have to find the number of students who participated in the second term. So we have to find the number of students who participated in the second term for the subject called mathematics. So then let's start again the select query. Select. Here too we use the special keyword called count, as we have to find the number of students. We're gonna count the number of students from the student index number column, from the student exam mark record table, and we use an inner join here, as we have to join the exam term table and the subject table. At first we will join our exam term table. We use the on keyword here to specify to which column of the exam term table is linked with the student exam mark record table. So then let's tell student exam mark record table exam term id equals to exam term tables term id, and again we use an inner join here to join our subject table, and here to use the on keyword and tell the student exam mark record table subject id equals to subject table subject id. And then we can use the where clause and check the conditions. We can check the term name whether it's equal to second term. We can use the and keyword here, and then the subject name inside the abbreviation, the subject name, and we check whether it's equal to the mathematics. The values we use the values inside the single quotation marks, and after that the semicolon. So then let's execute this query too. We have obtained the number of students as 8. So then let's move to the fourth question. There we have to they're asking which subject got the lowest marks in the first term. So here we have to find the subject which has got the lowest marks in the first term. In this question we have to find two results. One result is the lowest mark in the first term, and then we have to find which subject have obtained that lowest mark. So then we need to use a subquery also. So then let's start the select query, select, and then we need to find the subject name. So then inside the abbreviation mark subject name from the subject table, and we use an inner join here, as we need to join the student exam mark record table. Inner join student exam mark record table. We use the on keyword here, as we have to specify to which column of the student exam mark record table the subject table is linked with. So the subject table subject id equals to student exam mark record table subject id, and then we use the where keyword here, and inside the abbreviation mark we need to find the relevant subject from the mark. So the mark we use in keyword here, as we're gonna use a subquery to find the lowest mark in the first term. So then inside the brackets we have the select query again, select, and here we need to find the minimum mark. So we use the min keyword here, inside the brackets of min keyword, inside the previous end mark, we need to find the minimum mark. So then we declare the relevant column here, and after that we use the from keyword here. We need to find the minimum mark from the student exam mark record table, and then we use an inner join here, as we have to join the exam term table. We use the on keyword here to specify which column of the student exam mark record table the exam table is linked with. On student exam mark record table, exam term id equals to exam term tables term id, and then we can use the where keyword here, and we can specify, or we can give the condition as inside the grievance end marks the term name should equals to first term, and then after that at last the semicolon. So then let's execute this query. Here we can see the result is science. So in the last question it was to find the name of the student who got the lowest mark in all the subjects in the first step. So here we have to find the name of the student who have got the lowest mark in all the subjects in the first term. So we can type the select query, and here in this question 2 we have to find two results. One is the name of the student, and the other is the lowest mark that obtained from the first term. Another is the lowest mark that all students have, and the lowest mark that's scored in the first term by the student. So we need to find the student name, so we use the grievance end mark and need to find the first name and comma, and inside the grievance in the last name, and then we use the from keyword. We need to get these data from the student table, and here we use an inner join to join the student exam mark record table, and we use the on keyword here, and then student dot index number equals to student exam mark record tables student exam index number, and then we use the where keyword here, and we need to find the lowest mark. So we specify relevant column as mark inside the grievance end mark, and then we use in keyword here, as we gonna use a subquery to find the lowest mark in the first term. So then inside the brackets again the select query select, we need to find the lowest mark. So we again use the min keyword here. Inside the brackets of the min keyword we're going to specify the relevant column. We need to obtain the minimum mark. So then the from keyword from the student exam mark record table, we use an inner join here, as we need to join the term table, the exam term table. We use on keyword here, and then the student exam mark record table exam term id equals to exam term tables term id, and then we again use where keyword here, and then inside the grievance end mark the term name equals to the first term. So then at last the semicolon, and then let's execute this query. Here we have obtained the name of the student who have obtained the lowest mark in the first term. The name is Kasun Rajamantri. So here we can see we have obtained the result as Kasun Tiragaratna. So then we have done all the questions in the question set 20. So then let's meet to the next question set 21, and bye for now.